Night under attack, a scary situation predicted from inside a youth facility in Massillon that became a reality over the weekend.
Something needs to be done and the state needs to step up, and I don't care if they have to close down that facility.
That was last Wednesday when the wife of an Indian River juvenile facility guard spoke exclusively to 3 News about her husband's ordeal when he was attacked and beaten by inmates on the job.
Then on Saturday, there were more problems when a dozen inmates took over the facility. Bree Buckley spoke with officers who were inside when it happened and are back at work today.
Eventually, when they realized the kids had managed to gain access to the tool room inside the vocational carpentry class, they sent all the DUS staff outside of the school building.
Guards from the Indian River Correctional Facility shedding more light on the situation Saturday when a dozen youth inmates broke out of their rooms and barricaded themselves in a school building, armed with makeshift weapons.
So they feel like there's no limits to what they're allowed to do. Like there will be no consequence.
We spoke to this guard on the phone who was working Saturday. He did not want to be identified for fear of losing his job.
And I don't feel safe for the, 90% of the kids that want to do their time and go home.
Another corrections officer who also wanted to remain anonymous was back on the job Monday and says things looked a lot different.
There's only one kid at a time. It was run like a prison. And like I said, that's different. And it's amazing how quiet it can be.
He says the state brought in a special response team to help out following the incident, a move that's happened before, and leaves him concerned about what happens when they're gone.
Then you pull them out and you put us back in there without any different tools, any different possibilities what to do, and it'll go right back to where it is. So they got to make some policy changes.
Both telling me the majority of the kids don't want trouble, but the handful that do are hurting the rest.
There's a whole lot of other guys in the building that aren't going to be able to be in that school building for quite some time until things are put back in order.
The calls for change, however, continue. Multiple COs telling me this could have been avoided if the higher-ups addressed the staffing shortage, made safety a priority, and changed policies to hold kids accountable instead of the hands-off approach currently in use.
The kids know you can't do nothing to them. And once you embolden the kid to realize that they can attack a staff, they can destroy something and nothing's going to happen to them, then they get more emboldened and things go further and further out of control, like they have been.
Now, today, the state says that in addition to the special response team, they will get body cameras for guards working in the housing units and offer them extra pay. Now, this is the 3rd incident in just a week at the facility. Last week, a state spokesperson says there have been 77 assaults at Indian River this year until the end of September. That compares to 66 for the same time period in 2021, 52 for 2020, and 103 for 2019. Now, Russ, we heard a bit of that interview with the wife of the guard that was attacked Tuesday night while working. I checked back in with her today, and she says that he is still in the hospital, doing just a bit better, but he still has a long road to recovery ahead.
Okay. Bree Buckley here in the studio with us. Thank you.